After being iseki'd, our gents have turned from cartoon characters to D&D players. And I, Nappa, am their guide to find their friends and escape this world. This is GENTQUESTS! Where we last left off, the gents had successfully defeated the Necromancer and had required their friend Tuna Presley back to the party, and thus are taking a bit of downtime to level themselves up. Cause you know, we can't just level up after the Necromancer. Well, technically we are, but... No. Commando's right. It's just not thematic to just say you level up after a fight. There has to be a reason, and it also does a nice little padding of the episode. Well, if you excuse me, I gotta do something extra off screen. I gotta talk to you about it, Nappa. Okay, join me in the booth. Okay, so who wants to do their story-driven level ups first? I guess I'll go. Okay, so Paladin Commando. As you walk through the city, you happen to notice a small turtle man and his baboon being harassed by other pirates, and their 2 guards have been slain. Oh, those bastards! How dare they attack a poor defenseless baboon! I'm gonna kick their ass! And the rage you feel as you charge forward seems to be protruding some ability of an aura. And as you feel this aura, you sense that one of the pirates is a caster who proceeds to try to charm you. But this raging aura you feel is so powerful that it not only gives you an advantage of being charmed, but it also grants that same defense to all of your allies, even restoring the 2 guards back to their normal self, and thus you are able to defeat and fend off the pirates, and thus save the poor defenseless baboon. And now you learn how to use the aura of protection. Can I get something for saving the baboon? You did. You leveled up with your aura of protection. Are you kidding? You see that donkey over there? You see how much shit that guy's packing? Okay, fine. The baboon walks over and gives you a banana for thinking. You know what? I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Okay, and up next is Leslie. As you are about to level up, you walk through the city and all of a sudden come across someone who looks eerily similar like the Necromancer. It could be of the same school, as he summons 3 other skeletons. It looks like he wants to take revenge. But you are familiar with combat, instinctively go into rage. But he planned for this, and he attempts to charm you. But your rage is so powerful and so aggressive, it actually manages to protect you from being charmed or frightened. And with this unpredictable advantage, you manage to not only take him out, but the 3 other skeletons as well, and thus leveling up with your feral instinct rage! Meow. You said it, girlfriend. I want to be next. Okay, Gent. You are next. You end up taking up a job with Olga at her bar, performing before the Patriots in order to catch up your bardic powers to Tuna Presley. You perform greatly, strongly, powerfully, and soon your bardic inspiration gets a level up to 1d8 instead of 1d6. Hooray! Hooray indeed. And also... Oh, there's more? There is more! You also regain inspiration after a short rest. Wait, I couldn't do that before? Wait, were you counting that? Move on to the next one. Up next we have Tuna! So Tuna, as you're minding your own business, all of a sudden you're approached by the very same necromancer that you'd slain. But now she has become more than just a simple Aasimar. She has become a Fey Fairy. And she also knows that she managed to give up a very passionate time with you. She knew what you were doing, but now she can no longer resist your sexual charms.
Oh, yeah, I get that feeling a lot. Let's go ahead and do this. Huh? Is something going on over... Oh my god, that's not PG-13! That's R! That is totally rated R! Oh. Not my first time with a Fae, and I hope it's not the last.
Indeed. But, as you've been touched by Fae, you all of a sudden get the magical feat of being Fae-touched, which means you can use it to cast a divination or enchantment spell, as well as be able to cast Misty Step, as well as a few other abilities.
Oh, anytime you want to, baby, just give old Tuna a call. Oh my god, I can't unhear that!
I think I better take over from here. Indeed, Satan! As you are perusing the town, you just happen to run into a couple of guards and their Warforged counterparts. You recognize them as a couple of the guys who imprisoned you before. Oh, crap. Yes, indeed, as you are alone. You try to think of a way to get them to back off, and soon your dark powers emerges, and you're able to summon the illusion of a giant lightning-breathing dragon. Why not a fire-breathing? Because it's a blue dragon mini. It's not a red dragon. You know, blue dragons breathe lightning, and anyway, it makes them all fear. You use the opportunity to try to attack not one, but all at once to take care of them. And soon, giant black tentacles erupt from beneath the ground all around, attacking them all at once. And that's when you learn that you've learned the abilities of the Phantasm Killer and Avard's Black Tentacles. I feel like there's some hentai about to be written about me, though it's not the first time. Indeed, but now we go to Deadbeard. Oh, I've been waiting for this one. Well, you approach a couple of other pirates with kindred spirits. They offer you a musket, and they give you practice shooting a couple of barrels and boxes. You, with your natural inkling for firearms, you begin firing multiple rounds at once. You keep firing, and you get better and better. And soon, you gain the feat, the Gunner! Yes! Now I feel like a real pirate. And thus, you have all leveled up. I hate you, Deadbeard. What? You have a gun. I didn't even know that was an option. Cool your jets. Oh, wait a minute. Are we missing someone? Al? Yeah. Where's Alan? Yeah, where is he? He didn't level up with us.
Oh, guys, don't worry, I came back.
What?
The actual...
Meow.
What?
Alan, what the actual fuck?
What? I used all that mithril scrap metal that I got from the corpse of the zombie dwarf to build a motorcycle.
How do you even power that thing?
Oh, I just whip up some alchemist fire and throw it in the tank. That's what I wanted to talk to Nappa about.
I do have to admit, that's pretty creative.
Indeed.
But then, how exactly did you level up?
Oh, I just took the feat.
What feat?
Lucky.
I'm gonna kick your ass. but that would have to wait, as the week had passed and they've fully prepared for their journey ahead, and thus their adventure continues.
Huh. You know, maybe I should have told them before they left about the bounty on their head. I'm sure they'll figure it out eventually.
And so they continue on. And thanks to Deadbeard, they happen to have a map to show them to where the next island they can visit. I hate to be that guy, but
It's getting really crowded on this ship. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of breathing room.
Do you mind if we just say we're on the ship, but we're actually in the placemat?
yeah, it does look like it's getting pretty crowded. Okay, give me a sec.
You know, why don't we get one of those giant D&D ships so we can actually have some breathing room, and it's to scale?
The reason why we can't have one of those minis is because those are freaking expensive. This show is actually quite expensive to make, with the custom minis, the placement tiles, the backdrop, which is just a DM screen reversed, and and we also have all these other minis over here. Yeah, you see those? All those little guys? Yeah, those guys aren't cheap. So buying one of those large ship minis so you can all have a nice little spot, yeah, that will cost over, like, at minimum $400, and that's lowballing it. Well, as you were continuing your adventure, you all of a sudden hear a blasting shot from behind you.
What the deuce?
Indeed, the deuce being that you look behind and see a small Navy vessel pursuing you, consisting of warforged, humans, and at least one elf who looks to be in charge.
Why is the Navy pursuing us?
I have no goddamn idea. Well, we did kill that one woman.
We did bust out of prison, too.
And then I killed those other guys who found me.
Wait, when was this?
Doesn't matter. Regardless, I don't think they're gonna stop. Indeed, they aren't. So now it's time for Naval Combat! So I'm gonna pull you out of the immersion for a minute just to explain how I'm gonna be running this. So your ship has the ability to move 30 feet. Unfortunately, it cannot move on its own. So, in order for it to move at all, one of you has to be made the helmsman.
Okay.
And unfortunately, you cannot shoot just from all sides. You cannot shoot anyone from behind. However, the side of the ship and the front of the ship are a-okay to shoot from, but you can't shoot from behind the vessel.
Okay. Well, that seems straightforward enough.
Indeed, but as I said, the ship cannot move whatsoever unless one of you takes the helm and uses your turn to move the ship.
Well, I guess that's Deadbeard.
Yeah, it has to be Deadbeard. There's no other choice.
Wait, why am I the only one?
Because you are literally the only one! The only one proficient with sea vessels!
Indeed. But as for the rest of you, don't think you're out of the action yet. There are plenty of ways to attack while confined to your boat. For some of you, you might want to be a cannoneer, being able to load and reload cannons to do devastating damage to enemy vessels. Or you could be on the rebuild team, which is essentially, if your ship gets damaged, you have the option to repair the ship with some spare wood that you happen to have lying around, which is very important. But for some, there are also equal opportunities for everyone to do something creative, including using magic to amplify your powers. And with thus, the battle at sea begins! Roll initiative! So up first is Commando!
Alright, well, I'm gonna go to one of the cannons, and I'm gonna load it up with what cannonball.
Okay, that's your action.
And I'm also gonna use my bonus action to enchant this cannon as a magic weapon.
Ooh, interesting.
I can only make it a +1, but
Still, +1 is better than nothing. Okay, and up next we have Alan!
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and mount the front cannon, load that one up.
Okay, that's that.
And I'm also going to turn invisible.
Why? And how?
Well, I'm gonna use active camouflage to turn myself invisible.
Isn't that an action?
Maybe I don't,
I'll just allow it for now. It's not gonna matter much, so you can go ahead and be invisible. And up next, we have the enemy vessel, who will proceed to move slightly over here and engage in their assault with their ballista weapons. Okay, one will hit, the other is a miss. 3d10s?
That's a lot.
Oh, what'd you expect? It's a ballista. But officially now, it is Jen's turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna run over to where Commando is, and let's see, what's the range? Okay, I think I can do this. I'm going to cast Heat Metal on one of their ballistas, so forcing them to let go.
Oh, interesting. Stopping one cannon altogether. All right. Yes, they are in distance, and as you cast it, they are forced to jump back from the cannon's operation, and they both get dealt a modest amount of damage, but damage is still damage. And are you gonna do anything else?
I'm gonna add a little bit of bardic inspiration to Commando, so when next time we shoot the cannon, he can do a lot more damage.
Okay. So up next we have
Tuna Presley.
Okay, Tuna. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go up here to, right about here, and I'm gonna cast Fog Cloud as a natural spellcasting ability of mine in order to shroud the enemy ship in a cloud and make them unable to hit us.
Ah, you're giving them disadvantage. Nice. Are you gonna do anything else?
Yes. I'm gonna use my own bardic inspiration to get my sweet salty tones into their temporary HP.
You don't really have to articulate like that.
I think he does.
Okay, so everybody gets 1d8 of HP. And after that, it is now Satan's turn. Okay, well, I'm gonna join everybody else up here. And I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast and attack them all. Okay, 1 Eldritch Blast coming up. 2 Eldritch Blasts. 2 Eldritch Blasts coming up. Go ahead and make your attack roll. Well, you do manage to pierce the fog cloud and manage to hit. Let's see about your damage, and we'll see where it goes from there. Okay, less than 20.
Is that a problem?
No, it's not a problem. And you do manage to hit with at least one of them. But if the damage is less than a certain amount, then it's not going to hit do much damage to the ships. I think the damage threshold is 15, and you did not manage to hit that. Oh, well, you do manage to hit, though, with at least one, but it would have to be one of the party. Okay, I'm gonna hit their elf commander. Okay, you can actually hit with that one. And with that, we have Leslie! Meow, meow. Can't really rage at this point, but I see you want to man one of the cannons. Okay. So after Leslie loads the cannon, that is her turn. We then go to Deadbeard. Right. So I'm going to steer the ship away from them. That way we can hit with another barrage of attacks from a much farther distance, and they won't know where we are. Good thinking! See, you're using that moving ability, Strain. But now it is back up to Commando. I'm fully aware that you're fully aware that you know what I want to do next. Go ahead and make your attack roll. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage, as well as relieve yourself of your most greatest attack ejaculation of your life. All those D10s. Oh, just all of those D10s. Oh, I can die happy. I'm sure you can. But you don't have any other actions this turn, so it'll go back up to Alan, who for some reason is still invisible.
Well, I'm gonna follow Commando's example, and I'm going to turn my cannon over and fire at them.
Okay, roll attack damage. That'll barely hit, but a hit is still a hit. Roll that damage.
Stop making it sound sexual. It's weird.
No! Call him a bitch! Okay, you can't tell me rolling all those D10s wasn't at least somewhat satisfying.
Okay, yeah, it kinda was.
I thought so. But now, it's the other boat's turn. And they're gonna try to fire their one attack at you guys because they physically can't touch their other harpoon gun. And let's go! And that is a miss. So we'll jump right back to Gent.
I'm going to use my action to reload Commando's cannon so that he can fire it again on his turn.
Thanks. Do you plan on doing anything else?
I also give Leslie another bardic inspiration so she can do more damage.
Wow. Okay. So that's your turn. So up next we have Tuna.
Okay, I'm gonna run over here to Alan, and I'm gonna help load his cannon as well. Oh.
Okay. And just a bunch of cannon loadings turns. Alright. So after that we have Satan. Alright. So I'm gonna go over here to Leslie and oh wait, your cannon's already loaded. Alright, I'll just hold my action so I can help her aim. Meow! I'm not saying you can't aim, I'm just saying that it doesn't hurt to not have advantage. Indeed. So now it is Leslie's turn. And since Satan wants to use his help action from his hold action to help Leslie, if you choose to attack with the cannon, you have advantage. Meow. And go ahead and roll. And that'll hit. Roll your excruciating amount of damage. Wow. I'm not sure if Nappa's gonna let you take the cannon with you. No, I think that's asking a little too much. But up next we have Deadbeard yet again.
Okay, so I'm going to take the ship a little bit further out so they can't tell our location, moving our full movement speed.
Okay, so after that, it is Commando's turn.
Right, and then since Gent loaded my cannon again,
that's right, you can fire once more! Roll. Yet another hit. Roll damage. You can't see it with all the cloud smoke, but they are definitely taking on water now. And up next we have Alan.
And thanks to Tuna?
Yep, same song and dance. Roll. Ooh, swing and a miss with this one. Guess you can't hit them all.
Wait, I want to use Lucky. Can I use Lucky?
Well, that's why you got the ability. Roll. Again.
It's a critical! That's gonna do some damage. And look at that gun. Look at that gun. That is a cannon that just got criticaled. Oh boy, I'm gonna need more D10s.
Given our little Warforge's experience with cannons up to this point, he points his gun and he knows what to do. So, with the wind just right and the eye in sight, he fires his cannon with all his might. I'm a poet and I didn't even know I had the ability to rhyme. That's not how... Oh, forget it. And let's see, I couldn't find enough D10s, so here is the max critical damage of what he's doing as a critical, without rolling the rest. And just counting it out, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 maxed out D10s. 80 damage base. And now for the roll. You see the smoke of the fog cloud dissipate as all the different cannon fire from different directions has caused it to disperse. But what you see before you is not the golden ship come to claim your heads, but rather the ruined wreck, sinking slowly to the bottom as the entire ship goes down. With several heads bobbing in the water, Warforged struggling to stay afloat, and others begging for assistance from the one ship that's in the area, yours. So congratulations, you win! Da 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 da! So, should we help them? I don't know, they did kind of start a fight with us.
But, you know, I mean, I think we should help them.
They started this fight. They have to deal with the consequences and the fallout. Better or worse. Maybe we should roll for it. You know, just sort of have a winner take all.
Okay, this one will be for helping them.
And this will be for against helping them. Later, bitches! See you never!
Don't be too hard on yourselves!
Fuck you off!
Meow!
Oh, that's dirty.
And so the gents sail off with their first naval victory. But how long will it last? Stay tuned for the next island on GenTQuESTS! After being Aseki'd, our gents have turned from cartoon characters to D&D players. And I, Nappa, am their guide to find their friends and escape this world. This is GenTQuESTS!